why does Thailand have less homelessness than the United States? Now, there is a little bit of homelessness in Thailand, and it's mostly broke foreigners, including Americans. It's not the Thais. And so the question is why? It's obviously not money, because they have less money. You know, there's a good percentage of the Thai population that survives quite comfortably with $300 a month US. So, I survive quite comfortably with $10,000 a month US. There's a good number of Thais that survive quite comfortably with $300 a month. So why don't they have more homelessness in the US? Why aren't more of the Thais saying, I don't want to share my $300. I'm not going to pay for your food, this, that, and the other. Well, this is why I love Thailand so much. The United States is on the far side of a number of cultural continuums. One of them is the emphasis on the individual. So every culture is on this spectrum some point, and more than almost any other culture, the United States elevates the individual. Now, this has several forms of elevation, but one of the forms of elevation of the individual is that the individual is made 100% responsible for their lives in the United States. Now, this is an absurd concept in many countries and cultures where, exactly how are you responsible for the culture and country that all your ancestors and family have participated in making? Did you invent the printing press? Did you invent the loom? Did you invent the computer? I mean, you're not responsible for anything in this sense. This group of people cut down the trees of this forest. This group of people invented a car. This people manufactured your car. These people decided your education curriculum. These people decided when you would go to school. These people made it illegal to stay home. These people said you can't dress like this. These people said what you can drink. You haven't decided any of it. So how are you 100% responsible for a life that has almost nothing to do with you? So this is how some cultures look at it. But in the United States, what we've done is we have said, you are responsible. Make something of your life. It's up to you. And there's a lot of stress in the United States because of that emphasis, because our teenagers know damn well as they come out of high school that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they haven't learned how to live a great life in school because school systematically avoids life's most interesting topics. You don't learn about great sexual relationships in school. You don't learn how to start a business in school. You don't learn how to have great communication skills. You don't learn how to cook. You don't learn how to build a house. You don't barely learn to balance your checkbook in school. So you come out of school knowing absolutely nothing other than, great, I'm glad I knew algebra when I had to make a sale. You come out knowing absolutely nothing, but told, it's up to you. Make something of your life. Kids freak out. There's an enormous rate of suicide among our teens. It's the second leading cause of death. So this is the U.S. message, it's up to you. And so when large percentage of U.S. individuals fail, they blame themselves and they don't ask for help and they feel shitty and some of them start drinking and this and that and the other. And everyone else blames them. Why didn't you make something of your life? So-and-so did. They made something of your life. Elon Musk's getting on with his life. Why aren't you starting a car company and doing this? So there's a lot of that kind of vibe in the United States, more than other countries. Now, in Thailand, it's the family So what can you do to help your family? And what can your family do to help you? Well, they don't have senior old folk. They don't have old folk homes in Thailand. They don't send their elderly off to be taken care of by strangers. They take care of their own. The children take care of the parents take care of the children. If a family, if a mother needs to go off and work, there's always an aunt to take care of the baby and adopt it. In Thailand, the family takes care of the family. So where would homelessness come in? If someone gets, an alcohol addiction or whatever, they watch as a family. They take turns amongst the siblings. Maybe one sibling will stay home and take care of dad and make sure he doesn't drink too much and feels honored and feels welcome. It's a very good system in many ways. The government is not interfering in pensions. It's not interfering in, there's not Social Security and Medicare in many aspects. But the emphasis is on a family. And scientifically speaking, a family has a better chance of surviving if they're all looking out for each other than a group of lone individuals. There will always be ups and downs in health, in addiction cycles, in tragedies. But when there's 8 or 9 people ready to catch you when you're down, and then they get back up on their feet, and then the next person falls down, and there's 8 or 9 people ready to pull them up, they recover faster, they get less PTSD, there's a deep sense of love and belonging. So the Thai is actually on Maslow's hierarchy of needs: survival, security of survival, love and belonging. The Thais do a better job of climbing that as an entire country, meaning there's a large percentage of Thais who are surviving, feel secure in that survival, and have a sense of love and belonging at a higher rate than in the United States. So the Thai take care of their own, and even as a poorer country, have much less homeless. It's a great place to visit, by the way.